The following podcast is fan-made and in no way associated with Steam, Valve Corporation, or your mother. Also, it contains highly explicit language, so get the fuck out if you don't want to hear it.
You're listening to the Late Night Steamer podcast, Steam Gaming, with character.
Welcome to the Late Night Steamer podcast, part of the Geek Insomnia Network. Woo!
Yay.
I'm all alone. I'm all alone. Nobody cares.
I'm sorry, were we supposed to return?
Yeah, you're supposed to unmute your mic right when I start talking, but all right.
Woo.
Oh, hey, you get to see my sister there, too. Hey, welcome to the show. This intro is full of awesomeness. Yeah, anyway, welcome to the Late Night Steamer podcast, we have not changed the tagline, where head crabs are an accessory, not an adversary, because, hey, it's head crabs. Apply directly to the forehead. Head crabs apply directly to the forehead.
Crab on!
Crab on, yes indeed. So this is season 4, episode 79, recorded live on February 1st of 2014. I am your host of Upper 4580. With me this week is the man in blue, DJ Pimp Daddy.
Woo woo!
Look, they didn't even want to show him in the Hangouts. It's just like, it's so blue.
I'm blue, body beat out of... Okay.
And the pantsless wonder, we got Geek Culture Andy.
I was hoping for the man in khaki, but I'll take it.
Well, you could be the pantsless warrior.
Okay.
Who's got a two-hander? So you're Ric Flair, basically.
Who likes rim jobs?
Wow.
That got out early.
That's fast. That's what she said.
And we got our weekly seaman in Randark.
This is guitar.
Arr, mateys. I'll swab the deck with my penis. Anyway,
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Can we just start the show over?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
You're going to have
We
to
got one more guy.
the plank.
We've got one more guy, and that guy, of course, is the man who's truly a creeper. Linux for life.
What's up, everybody?
Your shirt could not be more applicable. The sponsor this week is just simply vacations. We all need them, but don't always get them. And then Andy has a nice little addendum to it. He says, and sometimes we get them when we don't want them at all.
Hooray! Let's go away for 5 days and have no contact with the outside world. It wasn't jail, so at least you know that. There we go. Moving on. For those of you listening to the show via Stitcher, iTunes, or YouTube, join our live stream over at twitch.tv/Late Night Steamer. Just sign up and be a fan over there on Twitch. You will get a notification for whenever we go live. And joining us live has distinct and unique benefits. We give live giveaways, we have exciting group discussions, and you get a +10 stat increase to your cha.
That's why I'm holding a pussy.
Scott pretending like it was his turn to talk again. All right. Back to
guys.
you, Scott.
Sorry, guys.
Scott?
Your
What?
turn.
Are you
Intro's done.
No. I'm talking. Are you guys? Can you hear me? Can you guys? You're fucking with me, aren't you?
No.
hear you.
Can you are you putting our faces on the live stream or just the
Right now it's just the video, but I'll go over to the thing.
okay.
There you go. Now the joke probably would make more sense. In fact, he's still here. Come on. Okay. Kitty! Look how happy he looks. Look how unhappy he looks. He's just like, oh God, please God,
like,
go away.
God, put me down, please.
Please God.
Wax good. You're just in time for the pussy.
Put it on.
Alright. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and move on to the steaming pile of news. It's graphic up there, but again, I can't do music for some reason. My Winamp decided, fuck you. So I'll just have to edit it in later on.
It's Winamp.
Anywho, for the steaming pile of news, we actually don't have much to discuss. There's only one thing that was really prevalent in the last 2 weeks. There was a major war in EVE Online, where there was about 70 Titans that went down, quite a few of the other, and Titans are basically the extremely expensive ships that they have in EVE Online. They're like the top top tier. But anywho, about 70 of those went down, and a bunch of other ships. It was a big major war between two major factions and a bunch of allied factions. I don't know the names of it offhand. I'll have to look those up real quick. But the estimated real-world value lost in this war, and the way they get this number is that you can actually pay for your subscription to EVE Online with in-game currency. So basically using that model to transfer the money from their in-game currency to real-world value, they estimated the loss of ships to about $500,000 US.
Yeah.
And the war was simply sparked just due to a missed bill payment.
This sounds exactly like my relationship with Comcast.
Oh, cat for my eye, god damn it. Anywho. But yeah, I mean, like, let's talk about this for a second. In an MMO, $500,000 estimated value was lost in a war. And these guys are just like fucking YOLO, man. You know, it's just,
These people are crazy. I am never ever going to install this game.
I actually
Just because of it.
This is not unprecedented. I mean, there is a story from, I should have looked it up, it was probably about 6 or 7 years ago, when a bunch of people from the somethingawful.com forums formed a organization called Goon Fleet that basically was twice the size of everybody else on the server, like, and they just went around and just started wreaking havoc. So I'm kind of curious if they were actually involved in this too, but I read the article and did Control F for Goon and didn't see him on there, and I didn't see any news about it, so I guess not. But I know they've been known to do things like that before. So.
Well,
like
one of the bigger stories
right there.
Yeah. Well, one of the bigger stories was with EVE Online. The one guy who basically created like this huge banking corporation and earned like billions and billions of the in-game currency, which related to about millions of dollars. And he basically took this whole corporation, decided to buy himself like the best ship, and then frickin' defaulted the whole company, took all the money, and just left. So. EVE Online is no stranger to, hey, we got all this currency. Well, YOLO, man, we're just going to fucking piss it everywhere we can. So, and then there's, it's funny, and the reason why I wanted to bring this up, though, is that there's so many MMOs now, especially like Second Life, I think it's called, where real-world currency is used for like VIP passes to people's clubs, and IMVU, where people use real-world currency to like set up dates and shit like this. And there's a lot of money. I know. A lot of money is being transferred. Physical currency is being transferred a lot through these MMOs, and it's getting to the point where the United States economy isn't shit. Why don't we just make an MMO with the United States? They can tax the in-game currency to be translated into real money, and then boom, there you go. Our economy is fantastic.
Obesity rates skyrocket.
It's already skyrocketed.
Well,
every day I do get up and craft my kids' breakfast.
With a 3x3 table?
Yes.
Have any of you guys actually played Second Life?
No.
No.
Okay, because I tried it for a couple of days. Ira Flato kept yelling about it on Science Friday on NPR that you could go and like interact with them. So I was like, oh, that might be fun. So I installed it, and this is several years ago. Installed it and just started walking around. Literally, it's all porn. It's just porn.
Oh yeah.
All it is. It's like a dildo shop next door to Dildo Shop 2.0.
Yep.
All it is. It's the only thing I found. I was looking for Science Friday, and I just found dick after dick after dick.
So since it's topical, freaking Elder Scrolls Online, there's been tons and tons of people backlashing about the cost of how much it's cost to play a game, and I already put my foot down. I'm like, nope. I was like, I can wait a year.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be $60 for the game itself, and then the monthly subscription is $15, which is standard for MMOs, so that's not too bad. But like even World of Warcraft, what's that?
It's not standard anymore. That's the exception nowadays.
But I have met Well,
everything that's out within 6 months is no longer a model. Even some are coming out with no price model at all. Just free to play. Here you go. Go play.
Yeah, that's not relative to what I said at all. I mean,
yes, it is.
That's apples and oranges. You're comparing to a free-to-play market to a subscription market. I'm talking about in all subscription-based MMOs. No. Listen, in all subscription-based MMOs, $15 is usually the price. Can you say yes or no on that?
Well, it depends. We're going to start when MMOs came out, but I thought you were making different points, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's 2 different points, exactly. Anyway.
I just can't take someone in a scuba mask seriously. Even if he does look like the king from Burger King. Anyways. I actually have found a few people on Twitter, though, who are like diehard MMO people who are actually like, thank God it's going to be a paid subscription, because they said they say that it makes the quality so much better. They say free-to-play kills the game. I'm like, okay.
That could be iffy, too. I mean, ZeniMax needs help. I mean, they seriously do, because, like, especially from the beta process, and I don't know if I'm still technically on the NDA, but honestly, at this point, I don't even give a shit. I never even got to fucking play the game. The game never loaded. So, I mean, like, I can't even talk about my experiences in the game because it never fucking loaded. It was always errors and glitches and shit. Like, yeah. I'm not looking forward to Elder Scrolls Online. I have no interest in buying the game. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably going to be one of the biggest flops in gaming history. Because, I mean, you got all these people that are going to be buying this game expecting the Elder Scrolls experience. Guess what? It's nowhere near it. So,
I still had a good time playing it, but yeah, it's way too expensive. So,
in all seriousness,
I actually did get the game
that expensive. Yeah, true. But then you had that issue where, like, the second time around with the beta process,
you couldn't
even log in.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably just their stupid authentication server. So.
Yeah, but that's exactly the problem, though. I mean, ZeniMax just doesn't have the people in their customer support department to fix this sort of thing. I mean, I remember when I opened up tickets for my issue, I mean, I didn't get a response until the beta process ended. Well, it's like, you can't fix my problem now. It's done. What the fuck are you even bothering now?
Perhaps their logic
ridiculous.
was, let's see exactly what Microsoft did wrong, and then, like, take that to the nth degree.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you guys, there was something else I wanted to talk about that was in the news. The Alienware. You put on Twitch the thing about the Alienware Steambox that was unupgradable.
Alienware put up
$800.
Well, I think it was supposed to be like $500, and they're going to release one every year, basically with the upgraded specs. I think it's supposed to be around basically the same.
Thanks for the money!
Yeah. I feel like they completely missed the point of what a Steam machine is, especially when they're charging $500 basically, which is about the price of a console basically. But they're charging $500. You can't modify it whatsoever, and they want to freaking just basically have you toss their machine a year later and buy a new one. I don't see that working.
Kind of like a Mac, but a fifth of the price.
Oh.
Take that, DJ.
Well, even Macs for the most part. I mean, they are getting very moddable now. I mean, you have RAM that you could switch out now. They have Intel processors, so.
I have a 5-year-old Mac, and I just put a brand new video card in it, and it's like a brand new machine.
I believe it, because Mac runs on smiles and happiness.
It does. It plays My Little Pony on Netflix awesomely. No, I'm just kidding. I don't watch that.
Dude, no, you don't, but your child probably does.
Okay, panel question. Of the 5 of us that are on right now, who's the most likely to actually be a brony?
Probably Randark.
Scott.
No. It's gonna be you.
I'm gonna go.
I trust this dog.
Get it
right.
Sorry.
Damn it! I've been outvoted. I do dogs. I don't do ponies. I'm sorry.
Oh, how could you talk about Tanakila that way?
Oh!
You know
that
what's
just
really
happened.
that I just said, okay, 5-way panel discussion, who's most likely to be a brony? And no one, not one of us piped up and said, what's a brony? We were all like,
No.
totally familiar with that concept. Yeah, no,
We are all internet savvy enough to know what the fuck a brony is,
Yeah,
I'm sure. Even like our live chat audience, I'm sure we've had a brony on the show.
Dude, Andy, there's a fantastic Netflix documentary called Bronies, and it's like about what bronies are. That was actually a really good documentary.
Maybe I'll check it out.
You're going to have to tell me the name of this. I want to watch this now.
It's called Bronies. Literally,
Bronies?
just get on
Okay.
Netflix. Look on live streaming. It's a live stream.
Hold on. You see, it's not hard to find. Like, I'm sitting there fucking searching for brony shit on Netflix all the time. It's not like this shit's popped on the fucking main screen.
I watched
of course it's hard to
tons
find.
of documentaries, and it said, if you like this, you'll love this. I'm like, huh. And I clicked on it, and we watched it. And I was like, now, and you know what the sad part is? Like, now I understand. I get why they are the way they are. They go, it's a really good film.
I have to ask, what did you watch that made him recommend the bronies documentary?
It was all my kids' TVs. You know, they got all that stupid stuff. Like they watched Jake and the Neverland Pirates all day. I'm just like, oh. And then, you know what it was? One Saturday morning we came down and I turned on the TV and there was nothing on TV. I'm like, what happened to the Saturday morning cartoons? So I found the original G.I. Joe on Netflix streaming. We sat there and watched G.I. Joe for 2 hours. I think that's what tripped the brony thing. The brony recommendation. G.I. Joe.
Oh my god, I can't imagine. I seriously can't imagine like somebody watching Netflix for kids and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you like SpongeBob? Here's a bronies documentary.
No, it's because we were watching G.I. Joe on my account.
And
they were like, you like G.I. Joe and you like,
My Little Pony.
documentaries.
You might also like this brony documentary and having your name on a federal registry for the rest of your life. Like here.
Oh my god,
Just go watch it. You guys will enjoy it.
I'm sure we will. I'm absolutely sure we will. Live chat is speechless, by the way.
Yeah,
we've killed live chat. I think yeah. I don't even think people are logging in at this point. They're just like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this.
There's some background noise, but that's about it.
Some background noise. Yeah, people are watching, are listening to us while we're fucking talking about EVE Online while they're playing EVE Online, most likely.
Well, actually, they're listening to us talk about bronies while they're playing EVE Online.
Which I'm sure is probably pretty close to what their normal entertainment is anyway.
Loadout.
Yeah, so DJ, why don't you take us into the highlight this week?
This week we're going to talk about Loadout. Loadout is also loaded. I can see what they did there. With over-the-top comedic violence, stylish character models, and crazy player animations. We aim to add fresh new look to the shooter experience that gives players a full adrenaline rush that is totally different from the vast array of modern combat titles. From our hilariously gory damage system to our wacky character customizations, Loadout will appeal to the lunatic in all of us. I'm pointing at Randark. But don't let the demented humor fool you. At its core, Loadout is a skill-based shooter that is easy to learn but hard to master. It is free to play and on Windows only. They do have a starter pack for $20, and it includes 20,000 space bucks, steampunk goggles, high-tech harness, and a magazine rig. Ooh.
I have no clue any of that does, by the way. So.
I either, and I don't plan on buying it.
The game itself.
Game's free.
Yeah, I don't plan on buying the game at all.
I already got the game installed. Just a starter pack, as mentioned.
You know what? If you do have the game installed, let's do an after party and play that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do that. 'Cause that way we can validate talking about this. we don't play test the games we talk about until after the show.
This just looks like a deadlier TF2 when I watched the trailer.
Actually, for me, it kind of felt like it was like Borderlands kind of gameplay in a Unreal Tournament style. You know, because it's got that cel-shaded look to it, definitely. But then it also has like the gore factor that you saw in like Quake and Unreal Tournament. So
But I just saw somebody like fire a rocket that went through like 15 tunnels, down a flight of steps, across like 2 doorways, and then destroy somebody. And you're like, that guy that got the rocket, that's gonna be me the entire game. So I'm just like,
Well, I don't think it's like that. I think. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do agree with you to a certain extent, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think the coolest thing about games like these is that they're so designed to be derpy that anyone can come in, basically, customize, be goofy, and then do a good job. I mean, look at Gotham City Imposters. That game took no fucking skill. But when you played it, it had that TF2 feel to it, and it had a lot of things that could make it better if you were skillful. But ultimately, the game was designed around: here's a gun, here's a guy in a Joker mask, shoot the fucker. So, and I think Loadout's going to be a lot like that. So,
yeah.
A couple notes too.
Won't know till we play it.
Yeah. It is developed and published by Edge of Reality. A couple highlights that we're going to talk about this game is Steam trading cards. Oh my God, everybody loves those, right? Everybody loves Steam trading cards.
But does it have hats?
I think well, it does say that you get that steampunk goggles. So that's close.
That's just not the same.
It's not the same. You're right. It's not the same. Not the same. Anyway.
Someone Hot Pocket done?
Yeah, somebody's... Your food's ready, Kim.
Mid-show, your food's ready. Like she couldn't hear it,
No, she was just checking her phone. Anyway, quality podcasting, right, guys? Quality podcasting. Anyway, apparently you can also shoot someone's penis off in this game. So I made a note. Andy.
Excuse me. What? Okay, I'm back.
Andy, a dick bot. We got to work on the dick bot now. This game lets you shoot penises off.
It's about damn time.
It's time to make the dick bot. It's time. This is the game. We're gonna make the dick bot.
Dick bot.
Oh man! And have any of you guys actually seen the trailer for it so far?
Oh yeah.
I watched the trailer. It looked awesome.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and it's free to play. It's almost no investment to at least try it. So, unlike what was it, Marvel Heroes? I think it was, where basically all you can do is invest in that game, even though it's free to play. So. It's playable, but it's you really got to invest.
If you want to play as a blind lawyer, you're all set.
Here you go.
Because justice is blind.
Yeah. What you did there, sir. I see it.
Yeah, someone else did it a long time ago.
I'm sure of it. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do an after party with this. Everyone, if you're in live chat or if you're not in live chat and just listening in. Be sure to poke us on Steam and let us know. We'll probably try to get as many people in on this as possible. I think mine actually finished, so we are ready to rock. So
if you're hearing this on the podcast feed, you missed it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And
Totally should have been there.
We'll probably put the video up on YouTube of it because I'll see if I can live stream it. So hopefully. Anywho, Randark.
Yes. Take us into a Greenlight spotlight.
A little bit of deja vu today, is it not?
It's a Vuja day of Craft Arcade. I mean, Arcade Craft. It's a real-time strategy arcade economic simulator. You start in July of 1980, and you're given the task of running a sustainable arcade, and you play from 1980 to 1987.
Right when they became unsustainable.
Yeah, pretty much until Street Fighter 2 came out.
Can I be the guy that sits there and reviews videotapes all night?
No,
sure.
No, you can't. You cannot do that. I will not let you. You are not going to wear a Doom 3 T-shirt.
What about the
every
guy?
You show up in.
What about the guy that has all the snakes and sleeps in the middle of his floor with 18 fans around him?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
I just want to quickly comment on something.
You really good at Dragster.
I want to quickly comment on something. Randar, you were so spot on when you said until Street Fighter 2 came out, because I remember on my block there used to be a Mexican restaurant, and no one would go in there except all of a sudden they put a Street Fighter 2 machine next to an NBA Jam machine, and all of a sudden everyone would go into this Mexican restaurant to play fucking Street Fighter 2 and NBA Jam. Like, they wouldn't even go to an arcade. They would fucking go to this Mexican restaurant, and all these Mexicans are just sitting around making, like, fucking quesadillas and shit like that, and all of a sudden, like, they got all this business from arcade machines. So, you're spot on with that Street Fighter 2 thing. But anyway, continue.
All the busboys are like, Está en fuego!
They're all sitting there looking at Blanca like, oh, he's my friend. I know who he is. Anyway.
To accomplish this goal, the goal is to have the sustainable arcade. To accomplish this goal, you have to purchase arcade games from the various fictional manufacturers and place them within the retail space so they can earn money. The more money the machines make, the more games you can buy. Hooray!
Hooray!
The developer is Firebase Industries, and it's currently available on Xbox Live. It sold about 65,000 units.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
That's probably how they can afford to port it this time, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we featured this before, and apparently they had to pull their Greenlight campaign because of money. But it's back, and the way Steam's been greenlighting stuff, I'm sure this will get greenlight in the next batch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because it looks pretty sweet, and I just have no tolerance for Xbox Live anymore. So I refuse to buy the game on Xbox to play it, and if they do release it on Steam, it'll definitely be in my library.
So I just went to Google Translate to try to translate some of the other popular NBA Jam phrases into Spanish. From way downtown, bang, translates to De camino al centro, explosión! So now you know that, and you're a marginally worse person for it.
Sweet. I always wanted to be worse.
Con mi perro.
Oy, mi magosta! Anyway,
Nice.
Yeah.
mi mabosa, I think it was. Oh man, I'm terrible Spanglish. Anyway, terrible Spanglish. I like the one note. I don't know who wrote this. Seems realistic, but missing the crowd of hostile cigarette-smoking youth surrounding the Mortal Kombat machine.
Yeah, that was me.
Again. Spot on. I actually got punched in the face because I was trying to play Mortal Kombat. I don't know if this was universal for every arcade, but there used to be the rule where if you put a quarter on the screen, that was basically your way of claiming I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
And if you saw a quarter on that side, you don't do it. You got to wait until whoever put that quarter there, uses it. Of course, then you had a couple of the assholes that would just grab the quarter and freaking use it anyway. But for the most part, that was basically the rule in Dennis's arcade, which is where I used to go to all the time. And I remember there was no quarter there, and I was just like, all right, I'm calling next. So I put my quarter there, and I swear to God, this big 300-pound black kid, probably was 10 years old, 6'2", freaking punches me so hard that I woke up like 15 minutes later, my quarter gone, obviously. And obviously. Obviously. Well, when you're freaking like, 10, 11 years old, that quarter is gone, okay?
And
yeah,
That's why you don't piss people off, Fondre. God.
Yeah, I wake up, my quarter is gone, and I'm so upset at this, I freaking leave. But yeah.
Actually, no, Chicago, and that man was Richard Dent, future middle linebacker. Yeah.
I'm sure it was like Shaquille O'Neal's kid or something. The kid was fucking massive. Anyway. Random story that has absolutely nothing to do with this, but I figured it would be appropriate. And my cat apparently wants to be back on the show again. Come here.
Yeah, I thought maybe it might be fun to document some of the stories from the dingier arcades of our youth. Scott, I think you've got a pretty good one in there already.
Thank you.
The one by me was, or one of the ones by me that my dad wouldn't let me go to alone was called the Night Spot Arcade. That one ended up burning down about 2 months after it opened due to a meth explosion in the back room.
Awesome.
So, video games in the front, meth in the rear.
Awesome.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Go, kitty, go.
God damn it!
That won't be the last time you shoot pussy away, I'm sure.
Dude, I was married for 7 years. Yes, that's definitely not the last time. I shoot a lot of pussy away at that point. Anyway. What is... This show has been primarily fucking with me. What is going on? God damn it, man. When have I become the butt of
This
all
is
the
what
jokes?
happens when we stop drinking.
Hey, let's fuck with the straight edge guy. He's done this for years. Hey, you're a fucking cock. We're in your world now. You're a dick. Fuck you. Oh my goodness.
Take his quarter, quick.
Take his quarter.
And his Super Nintendo.
Oh,
Yeah, Randork will take my Super Nintendo as well. Hey, I got an N64 you could beat me up for if you want to.
No,
take his Wii.
Good.
No, don't take the
got-
Wii. Leave the Wii.
No,
You
leave
got
the Wii.
Saturn?
The wee wee.
Oh, I used to, but not anymore. I actually recently sold it. I had a Sega Saturn and a Sega CD, and I recently sold both of those. It was the I
I
think
still
it
have
was
a
the CD.
CD. Saturn is my next purchase.
Oh, okay. You're collecting those consoles?
Just the ones I want. I'm probably not ever
Okay.
going to get a Jaguar or a Lynx, but the stuff I wanted as a kid that I couldn't have, yeah.
Yeah, I almost want to continue this conversation, and I'm sorry. Neo Geo CD, I saw that for the first time today. I didn't even know they made a CD console. But apparently Neo
Yeah, it
Geo
was like
has a CD console.
$600 when it came out.
Oh, God. Well, wasn't like the Neo Geo, the original console, where it was like 800 or 600 or something like that? And like that was back in the 90s, where that kind of money basically bought you a house. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was way out of the league of anyone who was actually into playing video games.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to even remember what games came with that. Because I thought I remember like a stand-up arcade Neo Geo cabinet where you could play like 3 different games on it. I thought one of them was Splatterhouse for some reason, but I might be
No, it wasn't
misremembering.
Splatterhouse. I know what you're talking about. There was that Neo Geo one. It had like King of Fighters, Afterburner, some robotic football game, I think it was. But yeah, I mean, basically the Neo Geo was supposed to be a way of playing arcade games at home. That's why it was so expensive, because it was graphically superior to all the consoles that were out at the time. But you paid for that. And that was the problem. And the cartridges themselves were massive. You can actually bludgeon somebody to death with these things. They were bricks. And they were heavy. And you always had that one kid that basically had one, and everyone would go to that kid's house at least once, but then the mom would be smart and like shoo them away.
Then he'd punch you out and steal your quarter.
And punch me out and steal my quarter and my Game Boy. It's always going to come back to that, isn't it? God damn it.
There was one more Greenlight game that I kind of wanted to talk about. This one actually has been greenlit, but it was really recently. And it's called,
No way!
Yes.
Infectionator!
Yes, an Infectionator game. It's Infectionator Survivors. There is a playable demo. If you just go to Armor Games and search for it, it'll pop right up. And it's actually pretty neat. I was playing it for a little while this afternoon. It's done by Togue Productions. They've done a lot of really good Flash games in the past. It's nice to see that they're actually going to be making a couple of bucks off of something other than advertising for a change of pace. And this is a randomized permadeath survival zombie simulator that combines real-time strategy, tower defense, roguelike, and management simulation gameplay. Basically, it's every type of gameplay ever, evidently.
All the type of gameplays that DJ don't like.
Yeah, exactly. You will hate this. The goal...
Sold.
Is, to lead a group
I know
of
what I like.
survivors in a struggle to stay alive and find rescue in a zombie apocalyptic world. You must scavenge resources, build defenses, and find a way to survive in a game where death is permanent and levels are randomly generated. Some of the highlights include awesome pixel art graphics. Awesome's a stretch, by the way. Generally, in their games, at some point, you get to play either Santa, Michael Jackson, Elvis, Freddy Krueger, and or Jesus, so it's got that going for it. I assume that's going to continue. You get randomly generated cities every time you play, so there's some replayability there. I like the permanent death thing. That's, hardcore, so yay. And yeah, it looks pretty neat, and it just got greenlit, so I'm glad for those guys. Good job, Togue Productions, or Togue, or whatever it is.
I love the Infectionator games. I mean, those have been tons of fun. I played those both on Congregate, and I got one of them on my Android phone. This looks pretty neat because it almost looks like it's reversing the roles because you seem to be playing the humans now trying to survive.
Right.
Versus
yeah.
that. So
before you used to be a zombie trying to explode yourself and make everybody else that was wandering around town into a zombie as well. It was a kind of a chain reaction game. So.
Yeah, definitely. So this is pretty cool, man. I'm really glad to see that this was greenlit, and I'll definitely be picking it up.
Yep,
Yeah,
looks pretty
freaking awesome.
All right,
hey, Lennox.
that's it for me.
Yeah.
Why don't you take us into the next section?
Inside our Steam box. So, who wants to go first this week?
Ooh, me.
Yeah, there you go.
What
I was
are
going to say,
playing, DJ?
you lead the section. You
Minecraft.
better fucking shit. Where's your Minecraft shirt? Where's your Minecraft
No
shirt?
shit.
Huh?
I'm not hardcore. Sorry.
Oh, get the fuck out of this show.
Jeez. I'm not hardcore enough for that shit.
And then
I'm all about the hardcore.
Yeah, I've been working so much that I had that huge sale I was excited about. Oh, it did go over $1 million, by the way. We added some more
Nice.
stuff at the last minute.
Very nice.
$1 million sale, thank you.
And your boss is asking what you're doing.
Yeah. And then right after that, the operations people were saying, "Oh, we gotta audit everybody's machines so we could, make sure we're in compliance with licensing." So then DJ played Race's work laptop and reinstall it. So
I gotta delete all these games. Shit.
yeah, I was like, should I even bother moving my Fallout 3 save off of this? No. I was like, I want to blow up Megaton again. So yeah, I completely wiped it, put Windows 8.1 back on it, and we started fresh. I'm good. Let's start the audit.
real fast. I just want to say thank you to Caribou, who's now subscribed to follow us. So on Twitch, thank you, Caribou. Cheers. Continue.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. And I just taking it easy in life. And I've actually been taking steps to stop buying games too.
Oh.
And I did buy the one that's on sale this week. We'll talk about later, just because that's been on my wish list for a year now. But I unsubscribed from Steam on Twitter. That's how hardcore I am. I'm like, I'm not even looking.
Wow.
And you know what?
Shit just got real.
Temptation is dwelling away. So
Until you see the next Humble Bundle deal.
yeah, I'm still subscribed to Humble Bundle. You just can't pass that up.
That's only going to get you 35 more games this year. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the Humble Bundle ones just go straight to my email inbox. We don't even screw around with Twitter on that one. It's like, yeah, I'm probably going to be buying that.
Well, the last few actually I haven't even bought because most of it's been repeat stuff now. So
Yeah.
Well, I got the weekly sale that was this week. I didn't have any of those games, shockingly enough. So I was just like, wait a minute, all of these are down my library?
I was missing one of those games. One.
They're games that I really enjoy too, and we'll talk about that later on. But
So Scott, what are you playing?
well, glad that you asked. I was playing Minecraft. I streamed some Feed the Beast on my personal channel because I just made a new YouTube channel. I'm not going to plug that here, don't worry. But I just played a little bit of Minecraft for that. I also played a little bit of Motor Rock earlier, which was a lot of fun. I realized playing Motor Rock that I have intense road rage. I was literally to the point where I was screaming into my microphone, "Fuck you, motherfucker! I hate you!"
Maybe it's good I
you don't
didn't
have a
let you
car.
drive that night in Chicago.
Oh, well, no. In real-life driving, I'm not too bad. Highway driving really pisses me off, especially when there's people that are being too slow. That's Chicago. And the only other thing that really invokes road rage is the old ladies who sit there at the green light and just will not move. They will not move. I gotta make sure I find my subscription to magazines first before we go forward.
No, see, around here it's people texting at lights. You're just like, oh my god, move!
See, the thing about that, you can't do that here because we honk too frequently. That's why we honk. People wonder, why is there so much honking in Chicago? We're honking at all the motherfuckers that are like, I just got a text. Ooh, look at that nude photo of my girlfriend. Oh, snap, beep. Oh, sorry. That's pretty much what it is. So, outside of that, I've been playing a lot of Heroes of Dragon Age, and I'm really getting to the point where I fucking hate that game. I hate it so much.
You're still
I hate it, but I play it because I want to level up my characters. Because I'm thinking maybe if I level up my characters, they'll be better.
No. Is this your transportation/toilet game?
Exactly. It is literally my pantsless gaming.
He plays it because he can't play Minecraft on the loo.
On the loo. I also, speaking of the Nintendo, which we talked about earlier, which also relates to the loo.
Oh shit.
Zelda Four Swords is free on the 3DS right now, and
Yes,
I picked that up.
yay.
And hell fucking yes, dude! I was like, yay, this is awesome! I don't even have to pay for it. So yeah, I picked that up, played that for a little bit. It's so much better with multiplayer, obviously. So I got a couple of buddies who also have 3DSs, so I'm gonna link up with them at some point. But yeah, Zelda Four Swords.
Nice.
Get her done. And that's pretty much it this week.
Zelda Foreskin.
I do have one more. Andy, this is for you. Idle Miner on Congregate. Have you played that yet?
Yes, I have. I've gotten to the point where I'm where you get to the final lava stone, whatever it is, where
Hellstone,
it's like
yeah.
Hellstone rank 1. I'm up to like rank 67 or something like that.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
auto mining. Yeah.
I'm on Hellstone level 2 right now.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten much further than that. And literally, this is like something that I have in the background while I'm at work.
Yep, me too.
It takes like no memory to load. All it is just freaking images and calculations. And yeah, I mean, most of this game I've literally played in the background. So.
Is this like Cookie Clicker?
Yeah.
No, it's like a dumb version of Cookie Clicker
Yeah.
with like really shitty graphics.
Sounds like as long as it's loaded, it's playing.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
winning.
Oh, that's the thing. You can buy upgrades where it plays itself even if it isn't loaded.
Yeah, it actually will. And the funny thing about that is that it'll actually give you gold per second versus like when you actually have the game loaded, you have to break the stone to get the gold. So it's in certain cases it's actually better to just set it on a piece of stone that gives you the best per gold per second, and just fucking close the program.
Yeah,
You play more efficiently with the game closed.
Yeah, it disincentivizes you to actually play the game. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay, but a lot of the graphics, like Andy said, it's pretty shit. I mean, most of it looks like it was drawn in MS Paint.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But hey, it's got my attention, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this week.
Andy, what have you been up to playing?
Well, the entire time that you guys were talking, I was trying to install Mortal Kombat Collection just so I could say that I've played something recently. And after going through about 14 different dev screens, Windows wanted me to create an Xbox Live ID, which I already have. I put it in. They didn't accept it. We got a pop-up window that says, hey, let's get started. Enter your email address. You'll use this to sign into Xbox. It can also be used with Windows Phone, Windows 8 PCs, and games for Windows. Next. And fortunately, in the upper right-hand corner of this window, there's a little red X, which I'm going to press right now. So fuck you, Microsoft.
Dude, I hate that fucking sign in.
Dude, it's the
I did
Mortal
that
Kombat Collection. You've played 11 minutes. Bullshit. I've played no minutes. I've been staring at
It's
your
like
stupid-ass login
Microsoft's
screen for 11
Age of
minutes.
Empires again. I've played 45 minutes of that.
When will I learn? So, yes, I've been playing nothing. I tried. I gave it an effort.
Well, part of
During
the,
the
problem is
show-
Games for Windows has been killed. Games for Windows is no more. So you may never get that installed if they don't upgrade it.
Well, it's no more, but the account credentials are still.
There's workarounds. Like that's how I got what is it? The Red Faction 3. I got that working because that's game for Windows as well. Just seriously, just do some Google searches. There's ways around all that. So
You know what? I'm really not that concerned. If I have to figure out how to play a fucking 20-year-old game,
just
you know what?
emulate
Yeah, I'm just putting that in the whatever.
Yeah,
pile.
I can totally see that. I can totally see
dude,
that.
GOG, they had a sale in the middle of the week, and they had Wizardry 7 and 8 for $1.
There you go. That's a value. That's a value at twice the price.
$1.
Actually, 8 kind of sucked. I can't really defend that one, but I guess.
So, Randark, what have you been playing?
It's been a long week of work, but I did get some gaming in today. I played some Super Mario 3D Land, which is the 3DS version.
Nice.
Still chugging along. I'm now on World 2-4 with 3 coins in each world, and I'm up to over 40 extra guys. So.
Nice.
Okay, so I have a question for you and Scott. You both have 3DSs. Do you have the XL or just the regular one?
I have an XL.
XL.
Okay. Is it so the XL is worth the little extra that it is?
I think so. I upgraded from a standard to an XL.
Yeah, Randark definitely would probably be better for answering that because the only reason why I bought the XL was it was on sale at Target for about $150 during the Christmas sale.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I picked it up because it was actually cheaper than the regular 3DS. So I can't really say. So Randark's opinion on that was definitely.
Linux is holding out for the Brony version, the little tiny one.
Don't they have like a Twilight purple one? I mean, I guess that technically would be the Brony edition. So just stick a little My Little Pony sticker on it. Boom, done.
Because I'm actually looking to get one. That's why I ask.
The screen's significantly bigger, and you get better battery life, so it's worth it.
Oh, much better, yeah, dude.
Oh, so it's bigger screen and better battery life. That's worth it then.
Dude, this has probably been the best. It's probably been the best for mobile as far as like anything I've ever had, because like I literally don't even charge mine for like 4 or 5 days, and it fucking works perfectly fine. So
nice.
Yeah, especially if you keep the wireless off, which if I was in Chicago I never would, but you keep the wireless communication off, it lasts a long time.
Yeah.
Dude, I max out 10 street passes in an hour, and I'm just like, God damn it, I don't want to get any more fucking puzzle pieces! So,
there's other Street Pass games that are pretty good. You should just buy the pack for $15.
No.
No.
I've seen some of the, they got like Me Force and like some other crap, and I was just like, no, I don't want to pay money.
It's a good side-scrolling shooter. It really is.
No. I'll just buy fucking Gradius. I don't want to buy any more Street Pass games. Here's the sad thing. Like when I beat the the Find Me, the little puzzle RPG one. I beat that, and then it's like, do you want to reset your progress so you can earn more fucking hats? And the TF2 guy in me is like, oh yeah, sure, more hats. Now I'm fucking playing the whole goddamn game again. And it's like, this is the same shit. It's not even fucking worth it. Oh god, I got a Luigi hat now versus a Mario hat. Fuck yeah!
I want that. Just send that to me.
All right, I'll send it to you. Is it possible for me to send it to you?
No, it's not.
Because I will. You want to be second fiddle to me, bitch. That's perfectly fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I also played some Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds today. I was 3 of 7 at the beginning of the day on the 7 stages you got to rescue, and now I've beaten the game because I spent like 8 hours playing.
Nice.
It was awesome. It's a great game. It's the first game I finished this year, and I'm only 1 day behind for my goal of 1 a month.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Golf clap for you.
And what I've been playing this week, well, I guess we can all figure that Minecraft.
No! What? Are you serious?
And that's it.
I would have never guessed that.
Last week I actually stopped playing Tiny Death Star on my phone. I got sick of that game. So I haven't picked up another game on my phone yet, so. What the fuck just happened?
I collected all my hats.
Hey, look, Andy's playing TF2. Hey, Hey, Randor, put all the freaking stuff back on. He can do pyrovision then. It'll be great.
Jesus
I like the top
Christ.
one. That one's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was my grandpa's. It was his mason's hat. He was a Shriner. So, yep.
Nice. It's gonna make me break out my fedora, dude.
Uncollect all the hats gently here. All right.
Do you have a 3DS? Because that's a lot of hats.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Randor, while we're on this topic, you have do you have the Kirby hat?
I don't think I have the Kirby hat. No.
Okay, when you get the Kirby hat, just go through the little like dressing room thing, whatever the fuck they want to call it, and put that on. It totally looks like he's like ready to
So,
take
Andy,
a dump on your head.
Who's going to
I
win the
have
Super
seen it
Bowl?
on people. It does look like that.
It's awful. It is awful looking. Who decided that your head's gonna go into Kirby's ass? I don't get that one.
So football.
No, yeah, sure, yes.
Oh, Super Bowl!
Oh.
Super Bowl! I might be getting some money off the Super Bowl, so I'll talk about that. Let's go.
I bought one square.
I bought one square too. Fucking football squares, man. I swear to God, one year I made bank. I made like $500 off that shit. So,
Wow.
Nice.
Super Bowl. That's where the money's at, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't get invited anywhere, so I invited myself over to my friend's house. I was like, hey, you're watching the Super Bowl tomorrow, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, sweet, I'm coming with.
Dude, I'm fucking live streaming it from my computer, so yeah, I totally feel you on that. Nobody wants me to come over because I'll eat their fucking wings, dude.
He's going to be live streaming it from one screen and playing Minecraft on the other.
Yeah,
All the women waiting for
Probably going to be
commercials.
the way.
I'm more of a puppy bowl man myself.
You can watch that all morning and then watch the real game.
Yeah.
Then don't forget the kitten halftime show.
Anyone want to take the next section? I didn't put a name on here, but
Who, me?
I'll take the first part.
you did take the first part. All
For
right, take the
you, cheap bastard!
Indeed.
This week, the Humble Bundle Weekly, $1 gets you Steam keys for Overlord, Raising Hell DLC, Operation Flashpoint, Red River, Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising, and Rise of the Argonauts.
Ooh, that
Six-
makes me holla.
Yeah, $6
Ooh.
adds Dirt Showdown, Dirt 3, and Overlord 2. And then, of course, that includes the soundtracks for Rise of the Argonauts. I thought they just did that for all of them, didn't it?
They usually do, but for some reason, this time it's only for Rise of the Argonauts.
Okay.
They don't do the soundtracks for other.
Yeah,
I think primarily because of.
Fantastic if you're. It's a quirky series, and I like
Oh,
how you
God,
can just
yeah.
beat the
Oh, God,
crap out of your minions. Be like, shut up! Just smack them.
I think the big reason why they don't include the soundtracks for like the Dirt games is the Dirt uses licensed content. They have a bunch of radio rock soundtracks and stuff like that, so they
Makes
probably legally can't do that.
Yeah.
Overlord, I don't know why they didn't include soundtracks for that. That game actually had a pretty interesting score. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take the Steam Weekend Madness, unless you want to take it, DJ.
I could start. Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
This week, Hotline Miami. Just kidding. No. Kingdoms of Amalur.
I'm so glad you took that because I have no clue how to
Amalur?
pronounce that.
Reckoning.
Amalur sounds pretty
Trademark. It is finally on sale. This is the first time I've seen this game on sale. It was 70% off for $5.99. Bought it like a minute later.
It was either that or Kurt Schilling had to auction off his bloody sock on eBay to
Yeah.
keep his mansion payments afloat.
Literally,
This-
that was the game that I'm just like. After that, I'm like, okay, I'm done, and I unsubscribed from Steam on Twitch or on Twitter.
That was
I
it.
have
That was
everything. I have everything.
the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Now, this actually is, in my opinion, a pretty darn good deal. I played through it for Geek Culture Happy Hour a couple of years ago, and this was a AAA title like about 2 years ago. The camera is a little bit wonky, but that was mainly because I wasn't familiar with the default camera controls of, if you smash down the center button, it centers it behind you and stuff like that, so it was kind of spinning wildly on me. But once you figure out very, very basic things like that, it's a pretty good game. Even with the 3 different classes that it comes with, they all play way different. So you get a different experience, and it's pretty open world, too, and the world's pretty large. It was Honestly, it was a really well-designed game. It was a shame that it took a company under with them, but well.
Yeah.
you
I
do
finished it as
sometimes
well,
fail.
and the mage in it's a bit overpowered. That's the only problem I had with it.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I was just mashing the same combination and killing everything around me.
Right.
And
Before they
I
even
ate
saw
levels to
you.
go to be max level.
Yeah.
What's that?
Before they even saw you, too, right?
Yeah.
I've literally had this on my wish list since that show. I'm like, it was like $60 or something.
Yeah, that was.
And I'm like, I am not going to pay full price for that. And then finally it went on sale.
Yeah.
So, also this week, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell weekend deals. Splinter Cell, all of them.
Yeah, all right. I'll run through those. You got Blacklist, which is 66% off at $20.39 because that's still relatively new. Conviction trademark deluxe edition is 75% off at $4.99. Chaos Theory registered trademark 75% off $2.49. Double Agent registered trademark 75% off $2.49. You have the original Splinter Cell registered trademark at 75% off at $2.49. Now the thing that I was kind of curious about is that you have Splinter Cell, which has a registered trademark. So does that mean that every time you go through these games, you got to go Splinter Cell registered trademark, Double Agent registered trademark? Or,
Yeah.
No. It starts off Tom Clancy, deceased, Splinter Cell registered trademark, Conviction trademark, deluxe edition.
Saga Candy Crush.
And of course,
Don't say that, you'll get sued.
You get
yeah, we're just gonna get sued now because we just used Candy and Saga. King is gonna be all over us now. You can also get the Elite Echelon Edition, which includes all games above, excluding Blacklist, for $39.99. Yes, that's right. Instead of paying $12.46 for the games individually, you can pay $39.99 for no reason. Steam forgot to update the bundle cost for the sale.
It's not a value at 3 times the price.
But it's Elite
But it's the Elite Echelon.
Oh.
All right, when you buy this, you are Elite Echelon. All
I
right.
stand corrected.
I honestly, I think the bundle exists before the sale. I just wanted to make that joke because that was too fucking easy. It's just too fucking easy. Oh my goodness. So anyone picking up some Splinter Cell? No. Okay, we're gonna move on now.
I picked it up at a garage sale, I think, in about 1989, and played it once.
What?
Like, this game is impossible. No, wait, Red Faction, I think, is the one that I'm thinking of. It was like the first Tom Clancy
It's
one.
not 89. Red Faction was like
Wasn't Rainbow Six
95.
first?
Rainbow Six,
Yeah,
that was
Rainbow
it.
Six. There you go. Yeah, that makes more sense. Rainbow Six was the big one. I remember I had some
That was
goth
one of the
chick
first
playing that.
squad-based games, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like Linux Minecraft server hard.
Yeah, buddy. Monster Pack. Which, by the way, I'm actually catching up on deaths. I had a Mistcraft age that kicked my ass. We'll talk about that off camera. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next section, which is LNS Invades. It's the time where we actually get a chance to play with you guys. And I had a real big computer issue last time, and for some reason, whenever I don't show up for an Invades, nobody shows up. So on January 21st, we were going to play Team Fortress 2. That did not happen. I had a power supply that kind of crapped out, and I pretty much couldn't play anything until I got my desktop fixed. So that didn't happen. But we're going to make that up this week on Friday, February 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. We're going to play some Team Fortress 2. And I'm going to say right now, I do not want to play Man versus Machine. Fuck people who play Man versus Machine, dude. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but you get those people that get pissed off if you don't get ready fast enough. You can't look at like all your upgrades to make sure you're optimizing. You got to know that shit right off the bat. And people always get upset, and then if like you fail and the map resets, everyone's just like, you're fucking stupid. And if you're on a mod server, of course they boot you. It's like, you know what? I'd rather just go on a fucking multiplayer server where I'm shooting human beings because, god damn it, that's the American way, and just playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. So no Man versus Machine. If anybody comes in saying Man versus Machine, you're gonna get fucking kicked. And we're gonna play some real goddamn Team Fortress 2 with hats. Damn it, hats. So with that said, any last comments before we go into the outro? All right, we're gonna move into the closing links then, since it's silent. Shit. Okay, Brad.
Oh, whoops, we forgot something.
We did.
This is the one we're submitting to Valve, right? Actually, it might be. It might be. I mean, we were pretty good in this one.
Still close. Still close.
Almost made it.
I pretty much figured that if we submit any episode to Valve, Gabe Newell will never listen to it. He'll pass it down to some Asian guy who probably doesn't understand a word of English.
Right.
And, the episode will go unheard, and he'll just, like, thumbs up it just because it's like, oh, they funny. They laugh, funny. And the thumbs up means nothing, mind you.
Any one that we'd submit, even if we did it, it'd be edited down to like 8 minutes.
No. We do the show the way it's supposed to be done, or we don't do the show at all. That's
Fuck
why we were
it,
here
we
last.
do it live.
Do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, so you can find our website over at latenightsteamer.com. You can find our GameVox server on the show notes, because again, like I said, I'm not saying that. Network is over at geekinsomnia.com. You can also check out the forums because, hey, we're in the 1990s and we have forums. You can find it at geekinsomnia.com/forums. Check out our YouTube channel over at youtube.com/latenightsteamer. You can check out our Steam group out at steamcommunity.com/group/latenightsteamer. We do try to keep the calendar updated for events. I did not update it this weekend because I'm awful, but it will be done for the remainder of the events. You can find us on Twitter over at twitter.com/LNSteamer, and of course you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/latenightsteamer for live giveaways sometimes and surprise butt sex all the time. So with that said, any closing comments?
Rim job.
Get the fuck
Rim job. Rim job. Yeah, there we go. Hey, we got Randark who's dressed up as a pirate. Let's switch over to him real quick. There we go. Look at that. That's hot. He's muted. He can't even talk. All right, guys. We're out of here. Say
I was
goodbye.
supposed to mute for the outro, I thought.
I'm not playing the music, so it doesn't even matter at this point.
He has no music to play.
I appreciate that, though. I do appreciate that. Randark gets it. The rest of you are like fucking derp. Anyway, we're out of here. Take care, guys.
See ya.
And we're off.